Hello, hello, this is Jenny,
This is Jared.
and we're gonna be talking about politics today. So, Jared, what do you have to tell me?
Let's talk about the economy.
Wow, that's a big topic.
Bidenomics, since you are a Democrat, I'm a Republican. So let's talk.
He just accusing me of something. I don't even know what he's accusing me for, you know? Okay, yeah, let's talk about economy, let's talk about inflation, and let's go over the numbers, okay? So go ahead, you start.
Well, I think that the Democrats keep pushing this Green New Deal, and you know, whenever I keep driving around, those gas prices, they still don't go down. I wonder why. What do you think?
Well. If you are a Democrat and you agree with the Green Deal, just comment below. But you know what happened also? I just have to agree with Jared in certain point, because in this point in the nation with the war in Ukraine, we do really need to really use our resources. Okay, we do really need to use our gas, because we shouldn't be giving it money to we shouldn't be giving money to Russia. Sorry. What just happened there? To Russia for gas if we have our own gas. Okay, if we can exploit our own resources, you know, here in the United States, we would have a cheaper gas price, and we wouldn't have to buy gas from Russia. And I think it's like really contradicted too, because this is part of the inflation too. You just feel like we just are like going out the topic, but it's not, because part of the inflation is gas prices. One of the things that drive the inflation the most is gas prices. If our gas prices are high, our inflation is going to be high, because the gas is used for, you can transport things, you know, used for if you just want to cultivate the floor, we want to cultivate vegetables and fruits and all these things. They use gas for all those things, you know, even to spray our plants or things. The things that we eat is oil derivatives. So the price, the gas price, it affects everything. It affects affects everything. And we as a country will have the responsibility to use our resources in the proper way, for we can control this inflation.
And I think that's what's hard, and that just doesn't work, is because when the Democrats are so focused on climate change, and even if climate change was a real thing, we're not going to fix it by ourselves. But the thing is that you get so focused on it that here we are paying these high gas prices, and everything keeps getting pushed away from oil and away from gasoline, but we're still using it. We still go buy it other places, but to use that as a reason not to use our own local resources like oil, like gas, I think it's just crazy.
And I just think in the economy with Biden, he's doing actually really good. We have the lowest unemployment in history, like a 50, 60 years, you know. His economy is really good. We've just been building bridges, we've just been building roads, we've been building all these things that we needed. And this is gonna be a long-term thing, you know. It's the construction that we need for this century that we're just gonna be doing over years. You know, this is a plan that is gonna cover like 10 years, okay? And it's good. We just have the lowest unemployment ever, but we do have a really high inflation. And this is not all in Biden's hands. You know, we just came from COVID, where the economy, all the countries stopped producing things that they needed, and we just barely coming back. And just Jared last time told me, but COVID, that was like 2 years ago. Yes, but China was closed into like a year ago. So a lot of things that we do here, we depend on China for bringing this to us. Or a lot of products, a lot of things that we buy, you know, items and things, clothes, toys, it's a lot of things that we do that we do that we do depend on China for this. Okay, so what do you guys think? What do you guys think? That inflation is Biden's fault? I don't think so, because if you see Germany, they have like 20% inflation. The European countries, and I do have friends that live over there, they just have higher rate of inflation than we have. This is a worldwide inflation. Okay, we do have an inflation, a big inflation, but our inflation is not as high as at other countries. Other countries have just higher inflation than we do. Okay, so yes, and Jared, what do you think?
I just think that you gotta, either inflation's good or it's not, because you say inflation is good, but yet give excuses of why it's not so good. And so I just think that we need to just look at reality. I think that Biden is just reaching because he knows that his chances in 2024 are not that good. He knows his approval rating is not that good, but he'll still pretend like everything is just fantastic.
I think actually Biden been a really great president, but he doesn't been good transmitting the message of his accomplishments. Okay, he needs to transmit that message more going forward, to tell people all the things that he have accomplished. And people has been focused in his age. Yes, he's an old person. Yes, we know that. But it's not all about the age. You know, he have a lot of experience running the Congress, running things. He have a ton of experience, and that as a country, that's something that we do really need at this moment.
And that's the thing is I can say that him and his administration do a great job on inflation when they tried to push his agenda, when they try to say, look at how great Biden is, because boy, they inflate that as good as they can.
Liar.
That's
liar,
where they do good on inflation.
Liar, yeah. No, they don't inflate their numbers.
Yeah.
Okay, but the people that does the numbers for the unemployment and the inflation, they are totally different, separate people from the government. Okay, so he cannot inflate those numbers even if he wants to. Okay, so I don't know what you're talking about, Jared. I don't know what you're talking about.
Trying to use numbers from COVID. It's like, of course, yeah, the country was shut down. Of course, you can pull out some really good numbers that things have improved in the last 2 years.
Okay,
it's
and
easy.
actually, for you, how inflation feels like for you? Because for me, like before, I used to buy. So inflation is improving because I used to go and buy eggs. I used to go and buy milk. And now I pay less money. I used to pay like, $4 for milk. I just paid, last week I paid $2.50 for milk. And then for the eggs, we used to pay like $7 for eggs. Now I just paid, last week I paid $1.99. So things are improving, and they're improving over time, okay? Things are not gonna improve from one day to another one. Remember, this was like first time in history, everything stopped for a while, and then we just barely catching up to it. And China didn't want to produce. They lost, like, their economy is in crumble because they just every time they have a case of COVID, they will just stop the economy again. And and that hurt other countries around the planet because they couldn't rely on China for the things that they needed to the country of the economy to keep growing and doing the things that the economy needs to do.
Yeah, but I think that I'm glad that things are pushing forward. I'm glad that COVID, even though it exists, it's pretty much behind us. Because I know that there are some points where they were trying to start pushing COVID again, kind of like in China, where they wanted to shut everything down, but we're not going to have it anymore, are we? No.
And I also, if it happens, that President Biden listens to this video, because it can happen, we don't know. Biden, I love you. But I also wanted to tell you that we do really need to do something about the oil the oil is like almost like a crisis. It's just like people shouldn't be paying $5 for, you know, for a gallon of gas. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
Yep, it is a big deal.
Yeah, it is a big deal. It is a big deal, and I think he knows. You know, it will improve by the time by 2024, close to the elections, he will improve that because he knows
that's the only chance that he has. He's got to try to.
You cannot run.
He's got to try to.
You cannot run a campaign. You cannot run an election with $5 gallon. It's just impossible. Come on, man. Come on. Okay, you guys, don't forget to give it a like, comment, and subscribe. We really want your opinion in these things, okay?
And President Biden, if you did join us, you can go back to your nap. Thank you.
Okay, so what I want to say, I lost. So
like it, subscribe it, share our videos. Thank you for joining us. We really appreciate it.
Okay, bye.
Thank you.